Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our second matchup of the evening. It's going to be Cloud9 and Winterfox on Dust2. Mega Man and Moses bringing you guys the action once again for the ESL ESEA Pro League. And what do you got for me on these two teams for Dust2, Moses?
I mean, Cloud9 doesn't really need any introduction whatsoever. Number one team last season in Pro League. They had that fantastic summer of events. They've dipped off a little bit since then, but still, their dominance over North America should remain pretty strong this season. Don't see them slipping from that position whatsoever. And Winterfox, I mean, they're that team that's in that situation where it's kind of weird to say, at Stockholm, I thought they exceeded expectations, and I say that knowing the fact that they didn't win a single map. So, say what you want either about the expectations we had of them, or but they've been improving since this new roster has come together, bringing XP3, and they just got this new fancy organization behind them as well. So that's cool. But I mean, this is one of the home maps of Cloud9. They kind of built that good summer off the back of Dust2 and Cash for like their two home maps. And I actually think they have a lot of issues on their Dust2 against European teams. But here tonight on this map, I don't see them even coming close to losing it.
Right, and that's really one of the things, Cloud9 has struggled on. Like you said, the Europeans on Dust2 losing in a close 16-14 matchup against Kingwin not too terribly long ago, losing in overtime to Fnatic. Obviously, when they play this map, it ends up being a close matchup regardless, one way or the other. But I don't think they're going to have too terribly much trouble winning against Winterfox here. I think that it should be a pretty solid win. I'd like to see Winterfox pick up a number of rounds here. Like you said, they were pretty impressive over there in Stockholm, even though they didn't win a map. They kept it close against a number of teams that were obviously a little bit of a league above themselves, but we'll see if they can string anything together in this matchup here on Dust2.
If they want to have success in this map, because the big glaring weakness of Cloud9 right now is their defensive sides, their CT sides, and especially on this map at times, they suck at having a presence in mid as CT. It's like the person who's, quote unquote job it is to really guard mid is Freakazoid. He's always rotating from the A bomb site. But I mean, when you only have one player really focused on mid every single round, every single match, it kind of gets telegraphed, and everyone knows Freakazoid likes to play behind that first stack of boxes directly to the right in CT spawn, and that's a place that you can really exploit his positioning. So if Winterfox wants to win this match, they're really going to have to beat Cloud9 up when they have a lack of mid presence, and even then it's still going to be hard because you have Skadoodle with this op who's going to be able to shut down A. I mean, XP3 is going to have a tall task to kind of try and neutralize that.
Tall task indeed. I mean, going up against one of the best offers in the world in this matchup, and we'll have to see whether or not they can make anything happen in this one. But like you said, Freakazoid, kind of a telegraph position most of the time when he plays, is going to be over in that CT spawn trying to lock things down, and I expect no different in this matchup. So we'll have to see how they can actually lock that down and neutralize that position with their mid-to-B play if they decide to go that route, or how Winterfox is actually going to approach this map. Because like you said, Skadoodle playing from truck side or playing from car over on Long A is a very scary thing.
Yeah, well, and I talk Skadoodle up so much, I actually think this is one of his lesser maps. I think his presence over at A playing from car, I don't think he's the strongest at it. I think it's a player especially we've seen in some turnout. He might have a field day tonight going up against Winterfoxes, but if you think about them playing European teams, it's not like he's some beast there where he just closes down the A bomb site. He doesn't get 2 or 3 kills every time there's a catwalk execute. So I actually think this is a map, especially with Cloud9. One thing that's always bothered me about them on Dust2, I want them to make Skadoodle a little bit more mobile. I want to see him floating around the map, switch him up, send him long a couple times, send him into B, send him for maybe not a mid pick, but give him some. I mean, that's something that can help you have some mid presence when that's something they're definitely lacking. So I'm a little fearful for Cloud9 on Dust2 against some of the stronger teams in the scene, but not here tonight against Winterfox.
Well, we are live into the ninth round. It's come down to a 1 versus 2 Shroud trying to make something happen, but Pitt's actually going to be able to take down a couple of them in that round, 2 of them to be exact, and that's going to be Winterfox getting the pick of the litter. They're going to start on the CT side, so that's Pit, Devil Walk, Lex, XP3, and Anger against a team that really doesn't need much of an introduction here. You've got Shroud, Sean Garris, Skadoodle, Schnothing, and Freakazoid. So we'll see if Cloud9 can lock it down on the pistol round, or if Winterfox is going to walk away with this one. We got a preemptive pause here, as it does look like we lost XP3 out of the server.
Very quick pause coming in. as he rejoins, and that's not exciting to see for someone who's got to go against Skadoodle. Last thing he wants is have to worry if his Counter-Strike's going to crash. That's just the worst thing ever.
All right, so we're just waiting for XP3 to hop back in the server here, boys and girls. We'll be live into this one right about meow. And really, we can kind of talk about, while we got a brief little second here, our next matchup that we're going to be seeing after this one is all said and done. I believe we're going to see Cloud9 in their double header. And again, it should be another match that they shouldn't really have too much of a problem cleaning up either. But pistol round, Moses, why don't you take us away, buddy?
The pistol round. This is a heavy play for Winterfox over towards the B bomb site. 2 players doing the NOA stack in middle. But it's a heavy push from Cloud9 towards long. It's just Pit here. He's dueling Shroud. He's just taking a couple pot shots, but there's going to be a lot of pressure, and it's just 1 player, nothing, pushing down mid. He's got 2 players in lower B. He's probably not going to be ready for this. He doesn't expect it whatsoever. Now they swing out. Now he's got all the intel. This prompts the long A hit, and the defense is evacuated. Lex does fall, but it's a free bomb site for Cloud9. They're going to get a plant out of this, and it's a retake situation. Anger with the only kit on Winterfox.
Yeah, but look at how quickly they're already up Cat, and Anger's going to find his second on the round as he does take down Freakazoid. He's looking for Sean Garris. He finds a third. Can he get Shroud as well? No, Shroud is going to be able to find that headshot, lands it onto Anger, takes him down, and now Shroudy's going to be in a 1v2. He throws the pop flash out. He's going to go for the peek on a Pit. He's not going to be able to find it. Devil Walk shuts it down. Winterfox take the pistol round in a very aggressive fashion.
Yeah, all anger coming up catwalk, just making sure that they have 2 prongs to that retake. Some players coming long, some players coming up catwalk. He gets 3 kills, and he really confines Shroud to the bomb site. If he gets cleaned out, him and XP3 coming up catwalk, I mean, and there's pretty much, that retake becomes so much more difficult. There's so many more spots for them to clear coming up long. But either way, very aggressive out of Winterfoxes, and you could see this round, they're really respecting the armor buy. 3 M4s being bought, only 1 P90 on Lex, a scout onto XP3. And it's going to be a full buy at a Cloud9. They pick up the armor. They have a scout. They have an AK-47. Sean drops an AK over to Shroud, who's got full armor and a full kit. So this could catch Winterfoxes off guard. But with this M4 buy, they're tooled correctly to deal with it.
And interesting little factoid to point out. I saw somebody in chat point this out, but the avatars for Cloud9, hysterical.
Yeah, that's turned into a real thing lately, hasn't it? These, what are they called, Spoodermans or something like that?
Yeah. I don't know if you saw Kyanite's earlier. His is absolutely, it's a gem. It really is. We do see some long A control being executed here from Cloud9. They're going to be able to get the scout into Pit as well as Shroud with the AK, so they're going to be looking for some players up towards the A bomb site and Shroud. Now they know that they've got a buy up on the terrorist side as that AK is going to rain some shots out, but XP3 is down to 33 HP, so really tough situation here for the CT side to go on. And Freakazoid's going to be able to line him up on the first frag, as well as Sean Garris with the Tech 9. Pit's going to go down as well. Freakazoid opening this up, and look at Nothing's position here in CT spawn. They might not even get an opportunity to peek that, as Shroud's just going to tap away with that AK, finally eliminating Devil Walk, and this is going to be a round for Cloud9.
Okay, then. All right, Cloud9 just coming up huge. Lex gets a couple kills here with the P90. He's taken 2 out, but the round's all but over. He gets a 3rd one, actually. He might just take on the team all on his own. Skadoodle's now forced to hide under the bomb site, but he just peeks up, gets that scout kill, and well, Lex made a bid for that. Cloud9 just destroys the defensive Winterfox, and that can't happen. That's anger over at Car. I mean, I don't particularly like that spot on an eco round to begin with, but here's the thing. There's 2 players in the bomb site, Pit and XP3, and Pit's just hiding behind the box, so he's not doing anything in this round. He's not gathering information. He's not dueling. He's not, attracting attention whatsoever. And, I mean, Anger's still looking up towards catwalk like someone's about to swing out at any second, and he's not prepared for that swing, and he just gets dropped.
Trying to pop an early shot in long is Anger, but Skadoodle's going to capitalize on that prime positioning. They've already got Freakazoid pushing up aggressively at long. Here comes a pop flash around the corner, but Freakazoid is there. 1-2. Can he get the third? He's not going to be able to find it just yet as Lex falls back behind the smoke, but Devil Walk in mid. Still looking for this Deagle frag. He's not going to find anything just yet. Nothing was over in that position, but he backs up through the smoke. And now we see the bomb plant going down. Lex going to evacuate that through CT spawn. Devil Walk's going to get chipped down to 19 or 18 HP, and Lex with 39. They're going to try to hang on to these pistols or maybe go for a couple of exits, but look at Cloud9 on the hunt. There's 4 players coming around from CT spawn, and Freakazoid cleaning up 1. Sean Garris takes down Devil Walk, and 2-1 now for Cloud9.
Yeah, some dominant rounds here so far these last 2, and I don't even think Cloud9 lost a number there. So they've even, I mean, they still have that salvage M4 on nothing. 3 AK-47s. Shroud still has the MAC-10, but no damage dealt whatsoever, and Winterfox is not really investing into these rounds. They know they're going to have a really, really successful first gun run. That's going to get an op out into their hands. It's going to allow them to do a lot more things. So Cloud9, Freakazoid just coming down mid very quickly, not slowing down, coming through the smoke. And Lex not prepared for it, has a nade in his hand. He gets dropped. Sean does some damage over at B. All of Cloud9 chiming in. Sean does eventually fall. And they're going to have to hunt down this AK-47 at some point. XP3 has it. He's going to try and save that moving forward.
And we'll see if he can do just that. Anger's going to be down here into CT spawn. Freakazoid just holding an angle onto this long A. And there's the wide peak. XP3 hits a nice ripper right down onto Freakazoid. Good shot from him. And now the peak comes out from Anger. He's going to be able to find one. Dropping into CT is going to be Shroud, who loses his life as well. So this is an expensive round now for Cloud9.
Yeah, that just flipped around. Anger with some good kills there. And if you can just get this AK and run, but Scoodle peeks the doors, drops him. Either way, 4 kills. That's going to be, a lot. There's a lot of money on the Cloud9 side, but that's rebuying armor. That's rebuying AK-47. So a good dent put into it on that eco round makes up for the previous where they didn't get any kills whatsoever.
So now we come into our first full buy round now. Winterfox, they've gotten some good frags on the board. You can see Anger sitting with 5 kills already, Lex at 3. So they've done a little bit of damage here to the economy of Cloud9. You can see they've bought down relatively low. They do have a couple of players that are still up over 2,300 plus, with the exception of Sean Garris, who's down at 1,400. But Shroud going to open things up with Skadoodle to assist. And that's going to be a lot of damage already out on the board. Shroud pushing forward. He's going to be able to spot one, but Skadoodle bails him out. Pit down and out. And that A bomb site is open for the pickings. Is Devil Walk going to be able to find one? That's nothing but Lex around the corner. And that's going to be Shroud to try to spray him down, but he doesn't connect the bullets that he's looking for. But that's a bomb plant. This should be a round win as Sean Garris lurking here in mid. He's going to make a little bit of noise. Devil Walk going to have to turn around. They're going to battle here in mid, and Devil Walk's going to be able to take him down. A little crouch spam there going down, but Freakazoid finds Lex, and all by his lonesome is going to be Devil Walk, who finds a couple more, and now it's all down to Skadoodle. It's a 1v1, another expensive round here for Cloud9. Can Devil Walk hit the shot? Nope, no chance.
Yeah, I don't think he had a kit, so it wouldn't have really mattered, but yeah, he does make it expensive. 3 more kills there at the end. So Cloud9, even though that comes down, I mean, it's a shame because those kind of efforts would be awesome if they just didn't get massacred early on in these rounds. And that's just Skadoodle coming out long and just obliterating some defense. So very aggressive out of Cloud9, and this just seems like this is kind of how they want to play this half, and they might not even have to worry about a defense that has some issues if they just rack up the scoreline on this terrorist half.
Yeah, look at how fast they're taking this mid presence on the C9 side. They're not hesitating for anything. Shroud's already up Cat, followed by Freakazoid. They're just going to push through the smoke. They've got Lex to beat, but there it is. Freakazoid already out, going to find the first kill, but Anger's there to trade it with a nice Juan dig on a Freakazoid's dome piece. And there you go. Shroud's actually going to be throwing away some rifles here. He's going to toss that all the way up on top. He's going to get the peek onto Anger, takes him down. That's the Desert Eagle out. But this bomb is working its way through the B halls, and there's a bit of a stack, but a nice shot from nothing. A 1 dig from Devil Walk, and Sean Garris to retort and Pit all by himself. But he doesn't realize that, hey, there's Pit there, and Pit's going to find a second. It's down to another 1v1. These rounds have been so close the entire time. And again, Shroud going to clutch it out. So Cloud9, they're getting these wins, but Winterfox is keeping it so close, round in and round out, that honestly, this could be a 5-1 scoreline for Winterfox.
Yeah, it almost seems like Cloud9, they just get such an advantage early on in the rounds that they just kind of loosen it up and lose some focus going into the end of the round. So, yeah, and you could see what it's done to the economy. Despite winning 5 straight, it's really not that strong on the Cloud9 side. And look at this investment from Winterfox. It's double op. XP3 and Pit both carrying one. Pit has that good spawn towards long. He's going to grab the angle. Sees nothing there. This round is a little bit slower out of Cloud9 coming out of Terror spawn. None of those fast committals that we've seen most of this half.
Yeah, like you said, Cloud9 really slowing things down here. Look at how aggressive they are at long A. Sean's actually going to smoke that one off, and Pit right around the corner, so Sean's going to fall back. He knows that there's an up at long. Doesn't know whose hands it's in, but he does know that there is going to be a little bit of aggression over in that area. So now, where's XP3 playing? He's actually playing. They've got both of the ops over here towards the A bomb site, so this is a big risk. And we'll have to see whether or not it pays off here, but that bomb's rotating towards B, and this is going to be Devil Walk's territory as well as Lex, as they're trying to lock down this B bomb site. And well, they're going to have 3 players in their face here very shortly. No mid presence being made here from the Cloud9 side. You can see actually that Skadoodle working his way over towards B. But they lined up for him. Devil Walk's going to find tremendous damage. They're trying to make their way out into this bomb site. They have kind of turtled up here outside of the doors, but this is going to be Lex, and he's not going to get anything. Skadoodle gets the shot anyway, and it's going to be Pitt and Anger to try to shut this one down as flashbangs rain on their parade, and Skadoodle from window going to be looking for something. Shroud goes down, so it's down to a 3v2. But again, it's going to be another very tough retake for Winterfox.
Nah, it's not going to be a retake.
Yeah, not with double op setup.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Anger picks up an op right off the bat, so that just pretty much indicates that they'd already made the call to save. You know, unless Pitt hits some kind of crazy shot as they cross, and just an overwhelming attack onto that B bomb site, and Devilwalk actually gets the first kill, and they did line up for him. If he was able to get a second one, that would have been great, but Lex, I mean, he was spotting mid, just jumping back and forth, and they weren't really prepared for 4 members of Cloud9 to just bully their way through those halls, so he wasn't there to back Devilwalk up, just didn't have the angle, didn't have a read on the situation. So once again, just overwhelming aggression from Cloud9 as they entered into these sites, just taking complete control. Now, fortunately, Winterfox still has the double op, but that round it didn't even have an impact whatsoever. So, I mean, how good is that going to be moving forward? They are going to be able to drop some Thomasuses and have a little bit of a force buy here in this round.
And one of the things that I kind of hate to say, but in that situation where Devilwalk was, if he would have had an M4A4, he might have actually been able to take down Sean Garris as well because of that slower rate of fire on that M4A1S. Oh my God, Skadoodle, you gotta be kidding me. He's going for seconds. Finds a little bit of damage there on a Devilwalk as well, but he gets the wall bang headshot, takes XP3 down, and well, if it weren't for bad luck, he'd have no luck.
Skadoodle, man. Punishing, and now, I mean, there's no one in the A bomb site now. They've rotated over. Now, Pith lit some damage onto Shroud through the smoke, but this might be another situation where they just call a save. There's only one kit, that's on Anger, but they're nowhere near even attempting. Devilwalk hasn't even moved out of the B bomb site, and you even see Lex and Anger rotating over there, so this round's already in the way of Cloud9. It's going to be up to 7-1.
And a big bolstering first half from Cloud9 thus far in this matchup. A 4-man stand here for the Winterfox side with the exception of Pitt dying right now, but they do have the double ops. Lex is going to have one, misses the shot on the Freakazoid. Does get chipped down just a little bit. Let's see if he goes for the repeat here. Play this one smart, Lex. Don't go for the over-aggression. They're going to pop flash out, and he doesn't spot anything. The nade comes around the corner, and he goes for the peek anyway. Sean Garris is going to capitalize, and nothing from Halls is going to find one more. Anger trying to get out, but they clean it up, take all the guns out of their hands, and now that's going to put Winterfox on a big save here. Well, maybe they'll force up.
No, they're going to save. They don't even have money for... I mean, Anger can do... Oh, lordy, lordy. Alrighty, so they do buy. I guess Anger being able to afford an op for a teammate might have been what kind of prompted it.
There you go. Yeah, he's going to... Well, Anger has the op. There you go. Now they're going to exchange it back over. XP3 is going to have that. So 7-1 your scoreline. Cloud9 doing tremendous work, but they're late on the boost. Yeah. There you go. Shroud and Freakazoid already up Cat. XP3, he doesn't even have a chance. And that just crumbles immediately.
It's just a little bit of disorganization coming out of spawn with tossing around that op and finding who's getting what weapon, and that boost is late, and unfortunately the timing of it is when Cloud9 calls a catwalk rush, so you could just see the round ending before any kills were exchanged, and Cloud9 just steamrolling at this point, and forced by, they end up doing it in this round. I would imagine this round they're definitely going to save. Not even any money on anyone to drop any kind of a weapon whatsoever.
Yeah, so this time they're not going to have a force buy. Well, what the hell is happening right now?
They just got to the point where they need rounds more than they can really afford to save.
I agree on that, but I mean they still got an opportunity at a 9-1 scoreline to bring it back to a 9-6 if they just save one and get that full bolstered economy. I mean, Anger on a 5-7, a P90 in Pitt's hands, and Famasis for the rest, the old Clarion hype. And look at this Sean Garris at the top of mid, actually missing the shot on Pitt. Pitt's going to get a little aggressive here. He's looking for this frag on Sean Garris, and let's see who is able to capitalize on this because he does have a teammate coming around. Skadoodle's going to be there at long A. The smoke comes out around the corner, and it's going to be Anger. Oh, Sean Garris through the smoke. Vac ban. Hit a nice shot there on a Pitt.
Yeah, nothing in lower B. I think he spotted out Anger, so he knows he's there, and this is much slower from Cloud9. They've gotten that opening pick, and now they have 4 members geared over towards long A. And nothing, just solo. He spots one more. There's a pop flash over mid. He spots 2. Is he going to be with it? Lex pushes out. He's not. Lex takes him out with some nice Famas work. But now the hit is on over towards long. XP3 knows it's coming. He swings wide. He's going to have to... Oh, he gets completely blinded. He's out in the open. He recovers just in time to see Shroud take him out, and there goes Anger as well. Sean cleans him out. A bomb site open. And really, once again, no chance for a retake, but it looks like they're going to have to even just try and go for it. Lex has an AK-47 over on Catwalk. He's blocked by a Molly. He's also got to deal with Shroud, which isn't going to be beneficial in his way, and it's all cleaned up. Devilwalk, last one left, trying to get some late frags, and Shroud.
Oh, man.
Just dirty.
Nasty shots from Shroud. The 3K on the round from him. Sean Garris, though, the one to open things up with a couple of up frags. And, you know, it's kind of the slap in the face to Winterfox. All right, you guys are going to buy up the double up setup. We'll just take your investment and use it against you here. As Sean Garris, obviously a capable opper in his own right. Skadoodle, obviously a known opper. He's kind of good with an op. But, you know, they're just punishing right now. And now you see that 9-1 scoreline that we had talked about previously, and still it's just this repetitive buy, this rinse and repeat here from Winterfox, and they're getting no ground here. A couple of those early rounds were really, really close, but there you go. Lex going to get overly aggressive here in tunnels, and there's an exchange of damage. Oh, that nade. Ooh, get out of there, freak. Nothing, though, finding XP3. That's going to be a rifle down out of their hands. The Molotov goes out around the corner. Lex is going to have to back off from B. And already out in mid is going to be Nothing, who finds another headshot. He's going to just push straight through this smoke. He might find another, and he does. Anger down, and now the A bomb site. Oh, Sean just missing that flick. And Pitt, going to find a double there. Nice jump scout onto Sean. That's got to be an insult to injury, but it's all down to Devilwalk in a 1 versus 3. Not a lot this man can do, and just a really tough situation for him to be in. That was a no-scope scout, too. Both of them were no-scope scouts.
Yeah, it was some pretty nice stuff. It just doesn't really have an impact on the round, unfortunately. And now Devilwalk going for this kill on Shroud. He just swings out. He's going to get it, but once again, it's just another situation where no matter how good of an effort Devilwalk puts in, no matter how many kills, there's zero chance of him winning the round, and that's kind of been the story of this entire half. Now, we should mention, just because this half has gotten completely out of control, that 3 members of Winterfox are plagued from Europe. They're still in Europe from DreamHack Stockholm. It's Pitt and Devilwalk are over in Sweden still, obviously. XP3 is in France visiting family. They're also trying to straighten out some visa issues to get back into North America so that they can practice with their team here in the region. But that is also, I mean, just to throw a little bit of an excuse their way, you know, they're all playing with about 120 ping or more, so one thing to keep in mind.
And there you go, Shroud and Freakazoid already punishing this round. It's looking like it's going to be 11-1 before all said and done. It is a save round. XP3, though, going to find a little bit of a saving grace, and AK-47 to his name as Lex goes down to Shroudy. And they're trying to come out mid. XP3 is just going to get swarmed on, and Nothing takes him down. And everybody contributing here on the C9 side. The bottom of the barrel right now is actually Skadoodle and Nothing at 9-2 and 9-7 respectively. But the rest of their team, 14-6 for Shroud, 14-9 for Freak, and 10-6 for Sean Garris. And really just a tough spot for Winterfox to be in.
Back to the double up setup, though.
Let's see if it pays off this time. XP3 going to go for a peek here in mid. And he gets it onto Sean Garris, finds the wall bang. And that's a good opening start here for Winterfox, something that they've been lacking the entire first half here. But Skadoodle, onto Anger, answers back. Fast push-up cat already.
Yeah, and SB3, he recovers nicely, but gets traded. The bomb's still down at T-spot. It just now gets picked up. Lex is going to push into upper B, but Freakazoid's waiting for him. So down to a 2-on-2. Most promising round we've seen so far, but the B bomb site is completely open. You can see Winterfox is on the rotate, but Cloud9's going to beat him in here. They don't know if it's a committal quite yet, so Devilwalk just pushing up in mid. He's going to try and get a fast flank, but Pitt hasn't moved from the A bomb site.
Yeah, now he's going to hear that bomb getting planted, calling for the reinforcements. Pitt's going to make his way back around towards the CT spawn. Still looking for any of those players to overexert themselves, but it's going to be really tough. Devilwalk coming around to the backside of the site. I don't know if he actually spotted Skadoodle back there, but Skadoodle's going to peek up, takes him down, and now it's Pitt in a 1 versus 2 with just an AWP. Really tough spot for him to be in. He's going to push through the smoke. Is he going to turn at the right time? No, Freakazoid's going to be able to find that. 12-1 now, and this is just a whooping right now.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Freakazoid's at 16-9, and I mean that's the thing too with how fast that these rounds have been. It's just letting these Cloud9 players just letting them off the leash, just kind of rush, have some fun, and Freakazoid's really enjoying it right now, obviously. So scout on Pitt, 3 FAMASes as well for Winterfox, and
3
a lot of ops for Cloud9, and they eliminate Devilwalk. He gets hit twice by Sean and Skadoodle.
That's a tough situation right there. So there it is. Pitt going to be able to find one with the scout, looking for Freakazoid as well. He's going to peek out, does the damage, but Freakazoid with a nice headshot. Good recovery from him, but he goes down. Skadoodle's going to be able to find another one. Lex trading that out. Anger gets in on the action as well as Sean Garris, and now we're down to a 1v2. Lex, your last man standing. He's going to be peeking out here towards mid very shortly. Sean Garris, not going to be able to hit the shot, but now they know exactly where Lex is. Skadoodle here on catwalk. Oh, the nades! The nades! Going to take him down to 39. That second nade a little bit off the mark, but they're going to be pushing their way all the way back around towards the A bomb site, and this is going to be a real tough situation now as Skadoodle actually dropped his op. Not sure what weapon he has in hand right now. It looks like he's just going to be going for the P250, as I feel that they think that those nades did the damage. But Sean Garris gets the shot anyway, and tremendous first half from Cloud9.
Yeah, it's just this is a beatdown, and this is just Cloud9 as well. Just, I mean, you can just see they've unleashed the individual skill. They get that, you know, they get a kill that round, and Freakazoid just knows that there's a gap in the defense in mid, and he just runs right out, no cares in the world, and he gets a really quick hit onto that B bomb site from mid and catches Winterfox. Oh my lord! Just oh my god, Skadoodle gets a kill through the door with the auto sniper. That Shroud walks right in front of it. The team execution, but it doesn't matter. Shot with the P90, cleared things up. Freakazoid continuing his tear. This is looking like 14 rounds. It's a 4-on-2 now. 3-on-2, excuse me.
Yeah, Anger and XP3 going to be able to combine, but they know that both of the remaining CTs are up there on the catwalk. The Molotov onto the end of Cat, followed by a nade as well. They're just completely entrapped everywhere that they go, and nothing's going to be in this position trying to look for these last couple of frags. The flashbang comes out. That's going to make him turn. Actually, was that a flash or a decoy? That was a flash.
I'm hoping DJ got a replay. He was into Skadoodle's eyes for those 2 kills at the beginning of the round, because I want to see a replay of what just occurred.
Yeah, I want to see Shroud get ripped on that one. But Anger, your last man standing, once again, going to be looking for these final 2 kills. He's not really going to have an option for any of these. There's the jump peek from Skadoodle, who's going to get caught, and now Sean Garris pushing around. Anger's going to be able to find him. No kit, though, so this is going to be a 14-1 half here for Cloud9. And he just kills himself and does the
admirable thing. The admiral. Oh my lord!
Admirable.
I can't speak. Oh my lord!
I got you. Don't worry. Admirable.
I'm tagging out on that one.
That's fine. I got you.
I'm just so excited to see the replay on the stream, because this is going to be a beautiful thing.
Here we go. The replay. I know I'm a little late on this one, but we're gonna. Oh, he was ripping Shroud up the whole time. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was like, he didn't even care. He even stopped shooting. Like, he's blatantly sees Shroud in front of him.
Well, they shot him like twice beforehand, strafed out, got the wall bang onto the player, and then just Shroud strafed right back over in front of him. So 14-1 your scoreline. Cloud9 obviously having a pretty fun time on this one. Winterfox probably a little bit frustrated, but you know they're probably going to take this with a grain of salt at this opportunity, just because they know that it's not going to be a very easy matchup for them, especially with 3 players playing abroad at the moment, waiting for them to get back into the country, and they'll be able to recover from this. They do have a pretty solid team, and we should expect them. I believe they were top 4 in the last time that we saw them in Pro League, so they did actually make it to the Pro League LAN, and we'll see whether or not they can bring it back this season, because it's still really early for all of these teams with all the tournaments that they've been playing in.
Yeah, for sure. And now, I mean, this is going to be a comeback of epic proportions if Winterfox is able to do this. And the question is, Cloud9, 3 members cross over. And that should have been spotted by XP3, so he should have called that out, but it looks like Winterfox at this point, they just don't even care. They're coming in anyways. It's going to be a stack. Freakazoid gets the first one. They're flying. He can't get a second one. That's pit with the dualies, but there's nothing still there. He gets traded off as well, but a 3rd member, Sean, still alive at the back of the bomb site, holding it down. 3-on-1. Slaughter goes the way of Cloud9.
Yeah, and XP3's holding on for dear life. Doesn't spot the guy pushing through the smoke. He's going to be able to find the first one. Still trying to find Skadoodle, who has the Tech 9, and he just runs back through the smoke. Skadoodle tapping away at Mouse 1. 15-1 your scoreline. Cloud9 with an ass whooping on this one.
Yeah, they're going to be happy with this, for sure. But either way, we do see 2 scouts come out. We knew Winterfox was going to force buy. Cloud9 on the verge of taking a 16-1 matchup, and this is actually important as well. We saw how close, you know, at a certain point last season the standings got in Pro League, with a lot of teams being tied up. I mean, this round differential, it's a tiebreaker, so this is a huge win for Cloud9. Not that we ever expected them to struggle to make the LAN this season, but this is a big win in case they fall into any kind of trouble.
And Shroud, he's already out long A. He's just holding W and Mouse 1. Going to be able to find a couple of kills there. He doesn't realize that the last player is actually down in dark. Sean Garris finds it. 16-1 is going to be your final score in this one. Not really the most exciting matchup. It was fun to see the Cloud9 players fragging out on that one, but that's going to be all she wrote. But stay tuned, guys, because the next matchup is going to be Cloud9 again, and after that feel-good matchup, I expect them to kind of rip apart this next team as well.